Hi, and thanks for purchasing one of the programming templates. This one that we have in front of us is the 6-day template. And when you download the sheet and you open it up, it'll come onto the program summary sheet. And the program summary sheet is exactly that. It gives you a summary of the program. So you have the ability to change the days, schedule the workouts that you want to schedule. So you can delete this, for example, and you can say, let's go workout 1 on Monday, and you want to do workout, I don't know, 2 on Thursday, and then kind of the rest from there. So you have the ability to program this for your client however way you want to. Like there's an example here in notes, you can add in cardio sessions or write them little notes of how you want or what you want them to perform. Underneath that we'll have summary statistics. As you can see right now, there's no data in there, but basically what this does is it calculates the total tonnage um, over the entire program. So from workout 1 to 6, or depending on what sheet you have downloaded, it'll work out the entire total tonnage that they have completed within that week of programming. And it does week 1, week 2, and go all the way down to week 6. Now with that, it'll also give you a percentage of increase if there's been an increase in tonnage or a decrease. Once again, it's all just to kind of give your clients like progress markers and kind of keep them accountable. The next one we have is predicted TUT, or time under tension. Again, this is over the entire program, and this is calculated per each workout where you put your tempo in. So by putting your tempo or assigning tempo, we can calculate the predicted amount of time that they would be essentially under load. And then right next to it, we have the actual time. So that's then dependent on how many reps they've then completed. So it's just another metric that you can, keep track of, and just make sure that your clients are still, making sure they hit their tempos and getting an idea of how they should, how many seconds they should be under load for. And then the last one down here is a muscle group summary. So as you can see there's chest, and it again over the entire program will calculate how many sets, and that's the key thing here, is when you set it up in each program, it's how many sets per week of each muscle group they've completed, and it kind of goes from week 1 to week 6 and gives you a total of all sets completed of each week. So that's the summary sheet. It's quite nice, it's quite informative. We'll go into workout 1. So workout 1, at the very top here, you have where it says warm-ups. You have the ability to put in any type of warm-up sequence you want, activation drills, whatever you see fit from that side. And then you will see the main thing is putting in your exercise selection. So you can see in this first one here, we have done squat. So let's delete that and put hip thrust, for example. So we want the client to perform a hip thrust in the first one. Now, a hip thrust, you're going to go 1 over is performed with a barbell or dumbbell or machine. That's purely up to you. You can use those, you don't have to use that. So I'm going to click barbell because that's generally what we would use. And now a hip thrust is predominantly a glute exercise. So where it says back, just under that barbell, so we're going to click on the drop down, and we're going to be able to pick the direct muscle group that the exercise is working. So in this case, with the hip thrust, we are going to click glutes. And what we'll be able to do by doing that is we're now setting up the sheet to calculate the direct sets that we are doing of glute work within this program and then within the week. So for example, in week 1, if we want them to do 5 sets of 10 reps, so we will complete the form by putting in, a 10 or a range of reps, for example. So this is 10 to 10, so you could go 10 to 12. You could give it a tempo, so let's give it a tempo of 3 eccentric, 1 hold at the bottom. I want a 3 constant tension on the way up, and then a pause at the top. We've got the ability to put RIR, or reps in reserve, or you could replace that for RPE. So let's say we want 2 reps in reserve, and we're going to do a 90-second rest. Now what that would have done, by inputting that data in week 1, if we scroll across to our little summary sheet, and we have a look at our muscles, and we go down to glutes and we go across, we will see that we have a total of 5 sets allocated to glutes for week 1 in this program. Now what happens is, say we do another exercise that is glute dominant, So let's go here and let's go machine, and we'll make it B1, and it's a back extension. And again, we want 3 sets. I don't know, let's go 15 to 20 reps. Again, we can give it a 3 eccentric, a pause in the stretch position, a 3 concentric, and a pause at the top. Again, 2 RRI, and I don't know, let's go 60 seconds rest. Now, essentially, we have got 5 plus 3, so that should be 8 sets of direct glute work, because that's what we have selected. If we go over and we have a look, 8. So it automatically calculates the muscle groups, and that's pretty simple. As long as you go ahead and you change the actual direct muscle that you are picking, it's always going to calculate it for you. The other thing that you would have noticed is by putting in the tempo, we have now got our calculation of predicted time under tension and an average rep range. Now, average rep is obviously the range of reps, so 10 and 12 divide by 2, because obviously there's a range there. So it gives you an average rep. It gives us the predicted time under tension, and then the actual time under tension will come in when they start filling in their reps. So let's say, for example, in the first set they got 12, and they used 60 kilograms, and the second set they got 12 again, and they used 60 again. Third set, maybe they only got 11 reps. Fourth set, 11 again. And the last set, they only managed 10 reps at 60 kilograms. Once again, this is now going to actually give up a amount of reps they've performed for that exercise, the amount of kilograms they've moved, or the total amount of kilograms that they've completed, and the amount of kilograms they have now moved. So it's the kilograms times by the reps, so the total tonnage for that exercise, and it will give us an actual amount of time that they have been under tension. Now, once all of these are complete for your exercise, again, there's a little summary sheet just for this exercise. It'll give you week 1 and going forward up to week 6, and the total tonnage at the whole end. Again, your predicted time under tension and your actual time under tension. And that's pretty simple. That's how the spreadsheet works. It works for all of the workouts. You get that done, and it will always then kind of set up your summary sheet at the end of it. So if you have a look at our summary sheet now, we've done 8 sets of direct glute work in week 1, as per the other side. So that's basically how the spreadsheet works. You can set it up. It's very informative. Your clients will love it from that side. It will give them progress reports. It just keeps them dedicated, and it's really nice from that side. It is customizable. You can put logos in here if you need to. We are working on the color change as well, and there is a Google Sheets version that will be coming out. If you need one currently, you can just send us an email and we can sort you out from there.